I think it's very nice weather also today. This is my second time maybe to Shizuoka, last year in the Chubumache, if I don't mistake. So, talking about the collaboration between Indonesia and Japan, of course, since 60 years ago, when we started the diplomatic relationships between Indonesia and Japan, even though we have a little bit a bad story in the past, but it's okay, we have to forget it, because I wasn't born yet also at that time. So I think the start collaboration is education. So 60 years ago, when there's the diplomatic started in 58 that you say it before. So the start, and it started by they are sending Indonesian young generation at the time were invited to come to Japan as become a ryugakusei at that time. So it's the generation of my father generation. One of my uncle also got that opportunity to get kalau kita bilang pakai bahasa Indonesia pampasan perang. So we started the education. So after that, of course, until 70, 80, and 90s, we got a lot of Mombusho at the time. Yeah? I was also got the Mombusho scholarships at that time for my PhD program from 98 to 2002. So 私も留学生だったです。18年前、博士課程の時が東京からもらいましたのでありがとうございます。So it shows that the support from Japan to improve Indonesian education actually is very big, same as which is we got it from also another countries. But the question is that why? I mean, I don't want to talk only very sweet and nice. Yeah, we have to face the reality about our country. So there are a lot of people already graduated from not only from Japan, from also overseas universities in the world. But why our country is still like that? Yeah, compared with honestly speaking, if I visit, especially Shizuoka, it's very nice city. It's very clean. It's very environmental friendly. It is very beautiful city, and you can also make it side by side between the conservation area and modernize of the city. So I think we have to little bit more deeply ちゃんと考えなくちゃいけないね、日本語だったら。なぜこんなところまでに our country still cannot follow the development of Japan. There are a lot of educated people, so what's wrong? Or maybe ini jadi ngeledek Pak Aziz nih. Maybe the excellent person that want to going back to our country and stay here, looks like Prof. Aziz. So it's a big question. There are a lot of questions that we have to think about. How is the collaboration between Indonesia and Japan could give a good impact for our country and also for Japan. We all know that actually Japan is facing the aging society, yeah. Because my son also now on take her thesis in urban planning, and he is now learning about how to redevelop the city, become for aging people, for old generation. They have to redesign the city itself. So I mean that maybe honestly speaking, Japanese government also need us, because we are facing booming generation, ya kan? Indonesia facing a booming generation, so maybe you can invite more Indonesian students to come to Japan to learn as a ryugakusei. I've been here for 2 years for this duty since 2016. Then at that period, it's very fast. Yeah, fortunately. At the time, 3,600 ryugakusei Indonesian students in Japan, and recently, we got the information in last March, yeah, because the Japanese fiscal year is start from April, the end of March. It's already reaching 5,000, more than 5,000. Yeah, so not only Shizuoka, of course. I'm talking about the whole of Japan from Hokkaido until Okinawa. So it shows that actually, and one the most important thing is that they open a lot of English program. Yeah, as you know that actually for Gakubu, for undergraduate, for S1, yeah. When I was a student here 18 years ago, it's very difficult to get the English program for Gakubu. Yeah, it's all most of it is Japanese, yeah, and it should be EQ かな日本語がね、NH や、NH でしょ、もし学部入りたかったら無理よ先生ね、EQ 難しいとっても漢字も読めないし、私も漢字全然できないから1ぐらい川ぐらいだったら読めなくてね、中ぐらいとかね、それででももっと難しいのはできない。So that's why when I meet with also from Kyodai, from Todai, from a lot of universities, I say to them everywhere I speak, please open English program. So your campus gonna be not become an empty one, and of course our young generation also give a lot of opportunity to come here. And the second one, Sensei, when I was student at the time also, we always rely on the shogaking from your country. I mean that for example, I also got the Mombugakusho. Prof. Abdis apa Mombugakusho? Emang itu tuh gak diwajibin pulang? I will talk about that. We need also the person like that actually, in the future. So back to that. At this moment, start from 4 years ago or 5 years ago, we have also our own shogaking. No. Dikti is the last 10 years ago is already started. We call it BUD or something like that. It is also under my authority. A new one is LPDP. Yeah, LPDP is LPDP. This year is again open for 4,000 students but it's only for master course and PhD only. Yes, for undergraduate not yet. Yeah. So I mean, if you open more English-based program, I mean for PhD actually we don't have a kind of lecture, yeah, so we just by research-based, so it is not so difficult to talking about it. But with this, the selection process of LPDP also very difficult, as same as the difficulties of Mombugakusho. So you sometimes I have the information from another, not from Shizuoka, of course, because you are so kind to Indonesian students, maybe. No, they said that, what is LPDP? How do I trust you that it is a very good selection process? If Mombugakusho, I really trust it because I know well how Japanese doing the selection process of the students. But about LPDP, it's from your country, maybe he can give it for, maybe Indonesia masih terkenal dengan KKN-nya ya, jadi mereka a little bit difficult to understand that actually LPDP also very tight process. Yeah, I have an experience for my son. He is a LPDP awardee, and after he out from the test, he is in Jakarta, and he called me when I was in embassy here, and he said, you know, Bunda is very difficult, maybe I cannot get it. And actually, how come you are cum laude from Bandung Kodegako? You say that it's very difficult. How stupid you are, I said, yeah. Yeah, because actually, yeah, it shows that the selection process, and fortunately, alhamdulillah, anak saya lolos gitu LPDP-nya. But I mean, what I want to say here is that please trust the person who is selected from LPDP. It is a very tight selection process, and I guarantee that that they can pass it. But maybe a little bit problems is that about the orientation, yeah, because they give an orientation for the whole countries, a little bit different with Mombusho. The person who got the at the time. At my time, we need around 3 months. 3ヶ月ぐらい日本のことをちゃんと勉強しなくちゃいけないです。昔はね、20年前のこと。jadi kita ada namanya POT, Pre-Overseas Training. We learn about Japanese culture, どうやって日本の先生たち厳しいとかね、そういうことも勉強しましたので、I mean, we need to know it from beginning. If we don't know, jangan ini ya. Ada, mohon izin saya tidak menyebut ininya, tapi ada satu murid, sorry, little bit in Indonesia ya. I just want to explain to them. Ada anak S3 lulusan kampus sangat terkenal terhebat di Jakarta harus DO. Ya, karena dia tidak mampu menghadapi kehidupan yang sangat tight gitu ya. So what we have to know is that we need to understand the culture, the rest. Thank you. And when I was a student, most of my friends not from, I was graduated from Todai, so from outside not in Todai, they can baito, they could singing and dancing something like that, but I cannot do that. I couldn't do that. Then I was asking to my sensei, mina baito da yo, watashi dame kana? Dame. Langsung gitu kan, langsung bilang, anata baito yarinagara, rombong kakana yomenakucha, aku disuruh baca jurnal, then rombong kakanakucha, kenkyu yaranakucha. Saya bilang JIS waktu itu di computer base ya, so mo jika nai no anata mo kodomo sanin, watashi no toki sanin kodomo mo surete takara mo isugasi anata kodomo to kenkyu dake, hai sensei wakarimasa. Jadi saya mungkin satu-satunya orang yang saat itu nggak tahu apa artinya baito, nggak ngerti artinya duit lain selain uang. Waktu itu mau masih gede ya, kalian lebih dikit kan yang sekarang ya, 140 aku 185 plus uang rumah 15, jadi 200-an lah aku dapat waktu itu. So that is what was my experience ya. So what I want to explain is that the person yang mungkin tidak semuanya ya LPDP atau apa segala macam, maybe you also get from the private sector, but we have to live harmony with Japanese culture. They are very hard worker, they are very diligent, they are very responsible, they are very it's Japanese culture, and they learn about it from. I got all the positive things for my children because they were in Japan's shogaku at that time. So I'm so lucky because my children also got the positive things about them. So the good things you could get, I mean the Indonesian students here is the manusia unggul itu apa ya? Apa manusia unggul ya? Ya kan, boleh dong aku bilang kalian manusia unggul ya. So the best, if we are talking about the best quality of human resources from Indonesia. So and all of you gonna be the future leader of Japan and Indonesia. So please make a lot of friends and make harmonies between you and Japanese friends, because maybe next time you and your friends gonna be the professor from Shizuoka and from, for example, Gajah Mada University. You know what I mean, or Mula Warman and Shizuoka. So it's gonna be, for example, I got that experience now. I was a student at that time, and until now, me and my senpai from Todai also we still research together, and then write a paper together and write a book together. And maybe my Japanese friends is a little bit more do than me, but at least when they are coming to Indonesia, research, take a data, something like that, I will accompany him and discuss with him 2 weeks or 1 month in Indonesia. Yeah, it's just a sample for myself. So please make a good relationships with the sensei, with the friends, with senpai and kohai. So it's gonna be better relationships for education relations and research relationship between Indonesia and Japan. Yeah, but masih ada waktu nggak? Udah. Masih. 5 minutes more. Okay. Kelamaan nih ngomong. Yeah. Okay. Then 5 minutes after that your turn. Okay. So and then actually this year is 60 years 60周年 Indonesia to Nihon nanode. I would like to hold evaluation of for what we have done in 60 years ya. Kalau talking about, if we are talking about the graduated students, maybe udah ratusan ribu ya, 100,000 maybe, 100,000 of Indonesian. And a lot of Japanese also come to Indonesia. Yeah, as you know that we give also shogaking for Japanese students. We call it Dharma Siswa. Yes, and I selected it by myself in embassy. So we have Dharma Siswa. We give it for everybody who loves Indonesia. And I will also help the reunion of Dharma Siswa shogaking. Aku akan menyelenggarakan dalam rangka 60 tahun ini reuni akbar Dharma Siswa. So you can tell to your Japanese friends if you want. If you love Indonesia, for example, if you want to know more about Indonesia, you can get the shogaki. You can stay in Indonesia. And one of my onajigaku nen datta no ne sono toki hakase no toki wa futari dake watashi to onajigaku nen ima iwate daigaku no sensei nanode, Alinda, you know, when I will retire, I will stay in Indonesia because I love Indonesia so much. Oh yeah, okay, you love Indonesia, not love me ya. Because I have 4 children. Ya, jadi poinnya adalah maybe a little bit in Indonesia. Jadi bagaimana kita generasi muda yang sekarang akan gonna be the future leader of Indonesia in the future itu menjaga ya. Kalian bisa seperti ini kan karena generasi senior kalian telah menjaga hubungan itu dengan sangat baik ya. Ngerti nggak maksudnya? Kalau hubungan senior-senior yang telah dilakukan oleh kakak kelas kalian ya tidak sebaik ini, maka mungkin tidak akan sebanyak ini. Bayangin aja, saya dalam 2 tahun aja angkanya dari 3.000 nembus 5.000 loh. Itu kan sesuatu banget ya sebenarnya. Tapi anaknya kan nggak pernah lapor ya ke ibunya ya. Oke. So, iya betul, yang lapor tuh hanya 1.000-an, 1.500. Jadi aku cuma 1/3 punya data kalian. So, we have a problem in database. First, database about collaboration between Indonesia and Japan. It's not only my problems, but all education attaché problems in the whole world. We have 17 education attaché in the world. In Japan, in Australia, in United States, in London, blah, blah, blah. We face all the same. We don't have the database about collaboration, research, and education between Indonesia and each countries. First, we also lack the database about the database of the students' body. Kita sangat ini banget, ya. So, iya. No, you just come for me, for example, Ibu, I would like to do this and that, okane chodai, tokane, ya kan, minta duit aja. Atau if you have face a problems, for example, ada mahasiswa hilang, ada mahasiswa meninggal, then you report to me, Ibu, ini hilang, itu meninggal, segala macam. No, don't give me only bad news. I need also the good news from you. For example, Ibu, I get my publication is already published in Elsevier or in segala macam lah, gitu loh, ya. We need the good because all of you is duta muda Indonesia yang bertugas untuk menjaga nama baik Indonesia, yang mempromosi Indonesia. Not only me as an embassy person or Pak Aziz yang ada di Jakarta dengan Jakarta di Tokyo dengan KMI-nya, bukan, no. It's all our duty. Atau misalnya Pak Nugroho yang sudah bekerja not only jaga nama baik Indonesia di kantor saja, but you also have a duty as duta Indonesia who should promote Indonesia yang menjadi hub. Ya, kalau saya boleh bilang nih pakai bahasa komputer tuh, kita jadi hub nih, orang-orang yang ada di sini nih, students, diaspora, ibu yang di embassy, kita menjadi hub hubungan Indonesia Jepang itself. Become a more quality atau yang lebih berkualitas lah untuk the future of Indonesia and Japan. So that's my little bit opinion. Bisa sih budi desu. Naka atta koto arimasu yo ne? So ne. Ichinen metoki ne. So doton yang lalu ya. Domo. Makanya dari tadi kok saya rasanya ingat gitu. Oke, mungkin itu saja. Nanti we can. Yeah, still I have time. My singkangsen is around 6 o'clock. It's okay. We can. We discuss it. The style is talk show aja, talk show. Okay. Ya. Hai, Soyukoto. Nanti kita bisa sambung lagi dalam diskusi tanya jawab supaya ada 2 arah mungkin. Hai.
Thank you very much, Ibu Alinda.